Ras Oneilly, born Neil Jones in Kingston, Jamaica, carries a voice shaped by soul, struggle, and spiritual awakening. After relocating to St. Elizabeth as a child, his journey took him from supermarket clerk to rising reggae messenger, when co-workers recognized his natural gift. Early performances as Dr. Sweet opened doors, but deeper consciousness led him to adopt the name Ras Oneilly, a symbol of unity, purpose, and upliftment. His melodic vocals, heartfelt writing, and mission-driven artistry shine through songs like Stay, Would You Love Me, and Hey Love, earning radio acclaim and global listeners. Powered by peace, love, and truth, Ras Oneilly stands committed to inspiring the world through reggae's healing vibration. So let us give a big bless up to Ras Oneilly, here on Reggae Hour podcast.
Hello world, Boss is here. To all those so-called friends of thee. Hello world, Boss is here. They made it so hard for us to get here. Hey, I'm Mr. Yao, this is Ras Oneilly speaking, representing for Boss Radio.
They can't stop me from rising, shining, reaching to the sky. Oh, yes, truly, Ras Oneilly.
I have been through so much, still they don't wanna see me smile. Yeah. Some people greatest wishes for me to take a nosedive, yeah. Cause even when I'm down and out, they try to push me to the ground, yes. Hypocrites and bad mind will never pull me down, yeah. Hello world, I am here to all those so-called friends out there. Hello world, I am here. They made it so hard for me to get here. Hello world, I am here to all those so-called friends out there. Hello world, I am here. They made it so hard for me to get here.
Ras Oneilly, born Neil Jones in Kingston, Jamaica, carries a voice shaped by soul, struggle, and spiritual awakening. After relocating to St. Elizabeth as a child, his journey took him from supermarket clerk to rising reggae messenger, when co-workers recognized his natural gift. Early performances as Dr. Sweet opened doors, but deeper consciousness led him to adopt the name of Ras Oneilly, a symbol of unity, purpose, and upliftment. His melodic vocals, heartfelt writing, and mission-driven artistry shine through songs like Stay, Would You Love Me, and Hey Love, earning radio acclaim and global listeners. Powered by peace, love, and truth, Ras Oneilly stands committed to inspiring the world through reggae's healing vibrations. How you doing today, sir? It's great to have you on Reggae Hour. Thank you for blessing us with your presence.
Blessings, blessings. I mean, it's really a pleasure, my bro. You know what I mean? Trust me, it's awesome to be here. Thank you so much for having me. You know what I mean? And Reggae Hour, you know? Yes,
Yes,
Boss
sir.
Radio.
Yes, sir. Now, if you've come by way of a mutual friend of ours that's highly respected in this genre, so you know when XO Radio tells you that you got to interview this man, that's exactly what you got to do, because she knows talent like none other. So it was definitely a blessing listening to your music. And now that we got you on here, it's great to have you on here so we can finally find out who the artist is behind such this great art. So just want to say welcome on here once again.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having me once again. You know what I mean, Mr. E? I mean, trust me, it is a pleasure. You know, it's a great feeling to be here right now in the I presence and the rest of the Radio Land present. You know what I mean? Trust me, it's really and truly a blessing.
Yes, sir. Thank you for that. When did you first feel music shift from talent to purpose in your life?
From an early stage, I would say in the probably mid 20s. Um, I used to like do music, but I wasn't like taking it serious. I used to love music. You know what I mean? I just used to like sing, you know. But the thing is, I didn't take it serious. I actually decided to play football, which is soccer, and but that didn't work out so well after I left school. So I decided I was actually growing up. I grew up in St. Elizabeth, Lacovia, and after I left school, I decided to transit. You know what I mean? To town, to Kingston. But I didn't stay a day in Kingston. I came to Portmore, and that's where I developed my talent and so forth, you know, in a great way.
Yeah, man, you've been all over Jamaica, man. Shoot, growing up between Kingston, St. Elizabeth, Portmore. I mean, these are legendary cities. These ain't just some random cities that people just be throwing. These are legendary cities. You know what I'm saying? How did that
It is.
shape your worldview?
I mean, it teach me a lot because, you know, when you, each places that you I grew up, I mean, or experience, it's a different kind of environment, you know. So you have to learn the different environment and learn how to really actually navigate, right? So it was an experience. It was a bitter and sweet, you know what I mean? Because sometimes you have you will experience this side of the world that is so awesome and so nice, and and then next minute you'll experience another world that is so cunning sometimes, you know what I mean, and so deceitful and deceiving, and you know. So yeah, I mean it's a journey really, and I give thanks because it helped me to grow, you know.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, you have shown growth in life and in sports and just in general music, you know. I mean, like you went for tell me first, tell me about Dr. Sweet, because we know who Ras Oneilly is, but Dr. Sweet, tell me who that guy is, you know.
Oh boy, I mean, you know, those days, I mean, it was awesome and great. You know, it was a lot of fun. I was like the ladies' man. You know what I mean? I was always for the ladies. You know what I mean? So, how do I get that name now? I was actually working as a supermarket clerk, and during my time there, I used to just in these white shirts and test looking glasses. You know what I mean? These clear glasses. It's not test glasses, but looking like a test glasses. So my friends used to call me, "Yo, doctor, what go on?" And then a young lady said to me that, you know what? So then we just put the street on it and call it Dr. Street, and from there I got the name Dr. Street. Reason being because I used to have a lot of ladies around me. When you see people around me, it's mostly females. You know what I mean? I used to enjoy that kind of moment and that kind of vibration, because I am a people person, So whenever time people come around me, like, you're sure that you're gonna have the time of your life, laughing and having fun. You know what I mean? I've
Yes.
never been a sucker person, you know what I mean? So that's the sweet. I mean, that's how I came by the name Dr. Sweet, and I decided to use it in the music world. But after a while, I realized that I outgrow the Dr. Sweet. You know what I mean? Because I have an awakening about life itself and life journey. So I started to really and truly look on life a little bit different from how I would normally look at it. So I made the decision of transit, you know what I mean? And it is quite an experience. It
To
is
say the
quite an
least.
experience, you know, but I give thanks.
Right. Now, what awakening took you from Dr. Sweet to Ras Oneilly? Like, what actually put you in the mind frame where you felt like I have to awaken, I have to become conscious, and I have to act on that?
Um, like I said to you earlier, on that I'm a people person. I love people, you know. And when you look, not just in Jamaica alone, but when you look across the world, you see so many different activities where people are concerned. The good, the bad, the indifference, and the ugly. You know what I mean? And I'm not when I said ugly, I'm not talking about looks. I'm talking about what is taking place around one's surroundings. You know, so I realized that hey, no, I want to sing some other different kind of songs to really truly not just appealing for the ladies and for love. You know what I mean? But also to appeal to people who know that they are going through the struggle and they don't know where to turn because as you know that music is a thing that it transcends a lot of different emotions and a lot of different experience and spirit and all of these things and energy. So I decided that's how I decided to transit from Dr. Street to Ras Oneilly because that's how I can really and truly relate to other people apart from the ladies, you know what I mean? So yeah, you know, that's how I decided to transit, into Ras Oneilly.
Man, and see right there, that's an experience. That's a life right there. That's you could tell you got a lot of experiences to write about. You feel me?
Believe, believe me, I tell you, I mean, I have a lot of experience. I mean, it is bitter and sweet, and that's how life is. You know, what I mean, that is how life is at times. Sometimes, things do happen, and we have to gradually understand what life is, and what I mean, try to navigate through life because life is an experience. Life is a thing that you can learn from in a great way and also in a bad way. you know. So I always say, what life don't teach you, human being will teach you. Meaning that what the universe itself don't teach you, mankind will definitely teach you.
Oh yeah, I could believe it 100%. Like that's and it'd be for the youth, it'd be the other way around. It'd be like, all right, I'm trying to teach you, I'm trying to tell you now, and then you ain't listening to me, but life gonna teach you.
Life will definitely teach you. So I mean, it's a learning process, and life you have to really actually know how to navigate through life. You know, all things are possible. I mean, you can do all the impossible to make it be possible. Yeah, but it's depending on how you really and truly approach life. I mean, how do you see it? How do you move? I mean, to really to put it together. How do you approach it? I mean, what when you look at it, what do come to your mind? What are some of the things that comes to your mind? How to really and truly navigate and really and truly get it together as one.
Yes, and your music pushes unity. Your music push love. You talk about the human journey. You talk about how
Yeah.
life experiences formulate all of that. What life experiences that you could talk about for yourself that puts that into perspective and puts that in context on it for everybody else to be like, I see exactly what you're saying.
You know, I've always tell people this. Sometimes you your heart is good and you will be doing things, I mean, in a good way, but yet sometimes when people receive it, they still don't appreciate it. Don't let that stop you. You know what I mean? Don't let that stop your purpose in what you believe in or what you know is right. It's not to even what you believe in, but what you know is right. You know, because we're all different, and we're all unique in our own right and in our own way. You know what I mean? And sometimes what is good for me is not good for you. You get what I'm saying? And sometimes we approach life in a different kind of way where sometimes we expect people to treat us the way how we treat people, you know? But life journey is not that kind of vibration, I mean? It's not that kind of way, things turn out to be sometimes. So you have to give and take in life. And as for me, I have experienced the good, the bad, the indifferent, but I still set on my journey. I still set on my path to do good. You know what I mean? I still set on my part to really and truly try to uplift others. Even when the world seems like it's on my shoulder, I still find the strength to really and truly, even to a word of encouragement, because sometimes it's not about the physicality. Sometimes it's a mental capacity. You know what I mean? That can really and truly, when you inject certain positivity in someone, you can really and truly shape the trajectory of life. You know what I mean? In a great and awesome way. So for me, I those are the experience that I experience. And that's the reason why sometimes you will hear me come out with a song, you know what I mean? Sad faces, I give you thanks, hello world, all of those songs, you know what I mean? Because it is a life journey, crying for your love, you know what I mean? Sometimes those are the things that really and truly shape it. Because to be honest with you, let me tell you something, right? At one point in my life, I decided that I will never ever try to find love anymore. I decided that, hey, guess what? Love is not for me. You know what I mean? Because I have been there so many times and still I haven't reached to the level that I wanted to reach. I still haven't got to that level, to that high. You know what I mean? Because sometimes in life, it's not everybody laugh at you really and truly is with you. It's not everybody that say, hey, guess what? I love you, really and truly love you. They love something else. You know what I mean? So you have to make sure that you know exactly where you're at, where you want to be, who you are, what you're willing to accept and what you're willing not to accept. You know what I mean? In your life for you to move forward and for you to grow. Because I believe in growth. You know what I mean? So if I am here and you know what I mean, I am around this person or this person or this thing, and it's not helping me to really and truly move from one level to the next level to a higher point. It doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? It's just like if you're in music and it's not you're not growing, your talent is not growing. It doesn't make sense. It makes sense to find something that really and truly suits your needs. You know what I mean? So yeah,
You're right
you
about
know,
that. Yes, sir. I
yeah.
hear you 100%. Now
So
you
it's a lot,
exactly, exactly. And you said something on there that hits to the core for me because one thing that it was a phrase that all my life I've been hearing that has always sat wrong with me is when people say I match energies. And I always felt like when you say I match energies, you're telling somebody that you will take yourself out of your proper self in order to get into somebody else's self. How does
right?
that make you real? How does that make you a whole person? Like you're taking yourself off your journey, off your path, in order to go join somebody on their path that you don't like. I never understood that.
It is not a good thing to really and truly practice, because sometimes one energy cannot match your energy and will never match your energy, because you will have to definitely, like what you said earlier, you will have to definitely becomes a total different person from what you normally would be. You know what I mean? And that then it can shift gear in such a way where you lost yourself in the process of life. You know what I mean? So you have to understand what life is all about and how to really and truly approach life. Because it's not every energy you can really and truly match. Because it's not every energy is on your level, you know, right? So you have to know how to really and truly, you know, challenge, what do you call it? um move through like a road, you know what I mean, how to really and truly channel your energy into the right part of life, you know.
Exactly. You was just on your path and you decide to let an emotion deter you from your path. I mean, come on now. That's just that isn't proper thinking. That isn't smart. That isn't logical thinking. I mean, they say God put us with a mind of that we could discern a mind of discernment so that because he's not a God of confusion. So why are you dealing with confusion over here? I just never understood it. I just never understood it.
And I just want to put this out there as well. Sometimes experience teacheth wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. But you have to learn, and you have to willing to learn. You know what I mean? You have to willing to observe and take note. You have to willing to really and truly put yourself, not just looking out of your two eyes, but also looking beyond the natural eyes, spiritually. You have to be spiritually awakened to see certain things because sometimes your natural eyes will fool you, you know, will play tricks on you. So you have to use that discernment of life to really truly see the things that you need to see, right?
Exactly.
Yes,
Exactly. Yeah, I couldn't have said it no better than that. It definitely, and learning from your emotions can be a great teacher if you know how to do that. And we know
yes.
already that your song "Stay" it held number one for like weeks, man. Like, and I was just wondering, like, what moment in your life birthed that emotion that you got that lesson from that gave you that song there.
Okay. The, bear in mind that it's a cover version, right? And Rihanna sing that song, and I don't remember the other singer, the other guy, the guy that sings with her. But it was a case where a friend of mine, he was saying to me that, hey, guess what? I think you need to do a cover version, and I have the perfect song for you. He said he has the perfect song for me. So I said, I never really thought of doing a cover version. I never really thought of, I used to like, I sing cover version on shows, but I never thought of like recording a song that somebody put out there, And he said, "Yeah, man, think about it." And I give it. I said, "Okay." I actually went and looked the song up, and I realized that okay. I said, "This is a song," and I mean, and I fall in love with the song. I fell in love with the song, and like in what for about 2 weeks or less than 2 weeks, I was in the studio doing it. I call up my engineer and my musician and ask them to build a beat around this song for me, a reggae beat around this song, and I mean I I did it with a lot of passion, what I mean, because matter of fact, I love Rihanna, I love her, what I mean. I think she's a very awesome singer, and also I think that she's a very great human being, you know. So I really and truly admire her in the sense that when my friend told me that it's her, you know, um, it's her song, then I was really and truly intrigued to really and truly, and I was interested to do the song because it's one of my singer sing that song, and so when I heard the rhythm, I mean, it was amazing, and we did the song right away the same day when I get the rhythm and the harmonies put on the song like the other day, and the rest was history. You know, it was a really truly great and awesome feeling. You know.
Yes. And this one thing about Rihanna, she is gonna motivate you.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Let me tell you, no joke about that. No joke whatsoever about that. I tell you. You know.
Yes, yes, definitely. And we listen to your music and you can hear the Rastafari teachings all throughout your music. Like how do you carry these teachings into your musical mission? Like how do you know how to interweave these into your lyrics so that we can get those lessons and apply that to our life?
Sometimes when you're a spiritual awakened, these things will happen to you spontaneously, like out of the blues. And like I always said, I love people, and I've always wanted to see people, you know, walk in the right and narrow way. Just walk in the right pace of life. Nothing for me. Nothing for me when I see something good happen for someone. You know, it's always really to blow my mind and say, hey, yes. Even I don't know you, I like, yes. You know, I am always that kind of person. So, um, I would like when I hear because rhythm is a thing that it carry this feeling. It speaks to you in such a way where you can actually relate to it. You know, you can actually feel what's going on, what's happening when you hear a certain kind of rhythm. That's the reason why, for me, it doesn't matter how good the rhythm is. It doesn't matter how good the rhythm is. If I am not hearing the rhythm the way how I supposed to hear it, if I'm not visualizing the rhythm the way how I supposed to visualize it, I'm not gonna voice on it because I have to can actually visualize what what the rhythm is all about, what it's saying to me, how it's what I mean, how it's speaking to me, right? So I can write those words and actually come up with the melody of that song, you know. So it's really and truly intriguing to see how people like me come up with songs like what I mean when we hear a rhythm or sometimes we will actually see something happen out there where people are concerned. And sometimes it's even our life, our personal life as well. Because I sing about my personal life. Sometimes I don't have a rhythm for a song, but I come up with a melody. You know, like a song they call. I just write a song recently. Heaven Be Still. You know what I mean? Heaven be still and wait for me. 'Cause where I live, but only darkness, there's no light. Love be still and wait for me. 'Cause where I live, but only darkness, there's no light.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Put it down one time.
And how do I come up with that song? Because of what happened in Jamaica recently. The event that happened with Melissa, the hurricane. You know what I mean? And where I see right now we actually have some just to divert a little, we actually have you know blackouts same where in terms of we don't there's no electricity in some part of the country. You know what I mean? Centers that haven't gotten back any light as yet, current as yet. Um, Westmoreland, part of Westmoreland hasn't got back any current as yet, right? So you know that's how I get to really and truly come up with these kind of songs. Sometimes I see life experience, what I mean, and it gives you this kind of feeling, this kind of vibration, what I mean. And these are some of the reasons why I love music so much because it when you are feeling sad and when you're feeling down, music is the thing that can really and truly lift you to that peak of life where you say, man, wow, you know, music is a thing that can make you joyful about life, make you have hope again. You know what I mean? That's the power of music. And that's the reason why that's how I came up with these kind of vibration and these kind of songs. You know what I mean? Through sometimes through rhythm, sometimes through, what I mean, my life experience. So yeah, I give thanks, you know.
Yes, definitely. I hear that 100%, man. And like you touched on a sore topic right now with what's going on with with the efforts with the relief with Hurricane Melissa. In your viewpoint, how can you tell us what you see going down? Like, how is that? Is it being prosperous? Can we be doing more? Like, what is going on down there? How can we help?
I mean, there's a lot more needed to be done, to be honest with you. There's a lot of people out there right now that are maroon, you know, places that are breakaway. You have landslide, and you have places that still flood. There are still water coming up, and there's still water there, settled, right? And you have a lot of people right now who hasn't have um anywhere to sleep, even with their young kids. You know what I mean? Um, you have a lot of people out there as well who have not much to eat. You know, and what I love and what I must commend my fellow Jamaicans, you know what I mean, is to really and truly to see how they all come together and gel as one people. You know what I mean? Because we said our motto is out of many we are one people. And to see in the time of need, I mean when Jamaica is going through this crisis, you know what I mean, and to see how Jamaicans really and truly come together. And not just Jamaicans, you know, but other people around the world come together as one. It just simple means it tells me that there are hope for the world to come together as one, and unite for one cause, which is really and truly looking out for each other, loving each other, respecting each other, what I mean, be there for each other in the time of need, in the time of trouble, what I mean, in the time of want. So I am really and truly proud to be a part of that journey of life, you know, because even my voice really and truly strengthen a lot of things, a lot of people out there, a lot of influence out there, in a great and positive way. So to see all of these things coming together, even though, I mean, we have gone through all of these struggles and we're still facing the struggle in terms of, the impact that the hurricane has. I mean, it's and the impact it left in a negative space. I mean, it's greatly and truly heartrending to see what is taking place right now in Jamaica. And I must commend each and every one that really and truly take time out to really and truly help these people, to see if they can get on their feet. Whether it's a word of prayer or a word of encouragement, food, I mean, whatever it is, shelter. I know a lot of people right now they are not in any shelter whatsoever. Some of them are sleeping underneath tarpaulin. Some of them, to be honest with you, some of them not sleeping under anything at all because some people cannot be reached. You know what I mean? And I don't think that I'm gonna say this. I don't think that um Jamaican government did really and truly prepare themselves for this kind of magnitude of disaster. You know what I mean? And I don't think they have any proper contingency planning to really and truly help the people effectively, right? And with all of that said, I know that we still need the help, all the help that we can get more locally and internationally. You know what I mean? Because it's gonna take a great deal of help to really get back Jamaica to where it was and beyond in a great way.
Yes, and with this one, like you said, this disaster here has shown some great hope because the people have come together and have
Yes,
stood up and has shown that we can be one with no matter what's going on. And
yes,
with the dropping, and you're not the first person to say that the Jamaican government wasn't ready for this disaster. They wasn't ready for nothing of this magnitude. But that also goes to show that the power isn't in the government. The power is in the people. This is a actual visual right here that the government never had the power in the first place, that we were the power. And if
We
we can
are.
take this right now and learn from this, what do you see the world, if we could take that lesson and apply it to everything else that's going on, and how do you see the future the next 15, 20 years?
If we can, but I know for sure that we can. But it's not to believe, it's to know. Because to be honest with you, to believe is a doubt in one mind. But to know is a different thing. Because what you know, no one can change what you know because you already know it, right? But the thing is, and I'm gonna use the word but, right? The thing is, when I look on Jamaica and see how powerful Jamaica is to be such a small country, and to see how effective we are as a small country, and how popular we are, I say to myself that we have to be doing something right. We have to be doing something different from the rest of the world.
Right.
Why the world would really and truly recognize us in such a great and awesome way. So it tells me that if we as people should come together, it doesn't matter what color, what race, what place, what creed you're from, if you just see each other as a human being, if you see each other as a human being, and if you see each other as a one unit, then this world will be a better place to live in. Then this world wouldn't have so many disasters because we as human beings, we are the ones who are creating all of these disasters, all of these negative elements, all of these things. We are helped to really and truly create all of these negative space around our surroundings because of the things that we are doing, because of our selfish behavior, our selfish way. We're not thinking about anyone else but ourselves. Oh, guess what? It's not happening to me. So I see my brother down there, I see my sister down there hurting. But because it's not on my doorstep, you think about, oh, it's not gonna happen to me because it's not here. It's not here. So guess what? I don't care about you out there. But if we should really and truly becomes a different kind of species where we start to care about not ourselves but each other, then this world will save in such a way, because war is not the answer. War has never been the solution. It's to understand who we are, what we are about as a people. you know? And so, if we should really and truly know what we're all about and have this positive discernment of life, then even so, you will learn to take care of yourself. And once you can learn to take care of yourself and love yourself and adore yourself, guess what? You will definitely learn to appreciate others out there. You will learn to love and respect others out there. Doesn't matter what position they are in, whether they are in a good position or a bad situation. Meaning that because a lot of people, they judge you from the status, they judge you from what you have, from your earning skills. They never judge you. They don't see you as a human being and the person that you are. They don't see you as a person that really and truly, hey, guess what? That person is a very good person. They don't see the inner person. They look on the outer port, not knowing that tomorrow that outer port can change. While you still have life, but the inner person will never change. You only can grow and becomes better, or you can not grow and becomes worse. So there's two sides towards life. Choose one. I choose to grow higher.
I'm with you on that one, boy. I'm with you. I mean, that's like a no-brainer.
You know, trust me.
Yeah,
I mean, life is very simple, but we have to really and truly understand how life is. You know, we have to understand that, hey, we can. The hardest thing in life is to work and to pay bills, but the rest is history. You know what I mean? Just have a simple mindset that I'm not gonna be selfish today. I want to be a better person than what I am, than what I was yesterday. I want to grow each day that goes by. I want to be a better person each day that goes by. And trust me, the world will be in a better place today.
you're right about that. You show right about that. And you mentioned what something about negative elements earlier. Like what does peace mean to you in a world filled with like sad faces and negative elements and things of that nature?
I mean, that's a good question. Really and truly, if you are around someone, or if you're around, for instance, your loved ones, because it's not every family a family. It's not every blood family a family. You understand that? You can have strangers who you don't know becomes your family and your greatest family. Because to have peace is one of the greatest things. Because peace is a thing that transits in such a way, in such an awesome and calm way, that you see things clearly. You will see things more better once you have that peace within you, within yourself as a person. You know? So I would tell everyone, if you're around anyone at all that is negative and they just don't see, because nothing is wrong with having your own opinion towards life. Nothing at all is wrong with that. But if you're around someone that really and truly, every time you see them, they come with a negative vibration or they come with a negative energy, you have to remove yourself from that. You have to remove yourself from that negative space because it will never allow you to grow into a better person. Because
Mhm.
always that negative space keep on hindering you from growing. If you cannot change that mindset of that person, then you need to remove yourself, right? Because
Mhm.
energy is very, very important. Let me tell you, energy is very important for anyone. You know what I mean? But once you can really and truly get the good energy within your surroundings, that's the life settings right there. You can learn how to really and truly navigate through life without worrying about a thing.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? You can
Yeah.
learn how to really truly navigate through life without even, having a sleepless night because you are in a realms of peace. You are in the realms of, life goal. Yes. So for me, I don't like when it comes to sadness. I don't like to see sadness. But sometimes you can detect sadness from the spirit that you move with. Sometimes you can detect sadness because of how one may seems to be, where it is so evident. It is evident because maybe why that person is sad, maybe that person don't cannot afford to eat a proper meal. Maybe that person don't live somewhere that is real and true, because I've seen it. I have seen it. Can he help everybody? No, because sometimes some people don't want to be helped.
Ain't that the truth?
Sometimes some people don't want to be helped. Sometimes some people rather to know, say, yo, they take handout every single day and without trying to really and truly help themselves to really go to the next level of life. Because sometimes life treat them a certain kind of way as well. And sometimes we have to learn to know what's going on with that person. Because you never know. Sometimes the way how life treats you and beat you down, sometimes one will have mental breakdown, you know?
Yep.
And we have to learn how to really actually approach these things and these people, how to help, how to really and truly, you know what I mean? As for me, I don't judge. I really don't judge. I don't. Because I never know. I never know what why are you in that position? I don't know why you're in that position. I don't know what you have done to get to that level of life. I don't know the ins and the outs, you know what I mean? So as for me, it's always a joy to put a smile on one's face, because that is very important. It's a great feeling with, bro, let me ask you a question. I know you're interviewing me, but I want to ask you a question, right?
Sure, why not?
Have you ever done something in your life, in a positive light, where you feel so elated and feel so great and feel so awesome and say, yo, hey, I am so grateful for life because I have find myself in this life. You know what I mean? I have find myself in this life where I can generate a good energy into this person.
Oh yeah, definitely. And a lot of people don't even know that whenever you experience something like that, your body naturally releases cannabinoids. So you get a natural high as if you just
Yeah,
smoked some marijuana or something. And it's a real, the science covers it and everything. So it's a real deal. When you out there doing things out the kindness of your heart because you truly, genuinely wants to, you get a high.
yes, definitely, definitely so, definitely so. And I want to add on that as well, that you see the way how you treat your mind treats your body. Okay, so if you treat your mind in a positive light, your mind will definitely treat your body. So your mind will function right with your body. So even when if you're 60 years old, you look like 30. You know, so you have to just not only just treat your mind right, but you also have to treat your body right. You know what I mean? So you have to be careful of what you actually consume as a person. Yeah, you have to be careful of how you really and truly go about on a day-to-day life, right? Because that will have an impact on you, whether it is good or bad, in your life, in your personal space. If I tell you my age, you may not believe me, because I always try to keep a smile on my face, no matter how life get at me sometimes. Because sometimes life go like him want thump me up in a wickedly, and I have to fight back. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah. And life got hands. Life know how to fight.
I have to fight back. You know what I mean? and it gives me this energy to want it to live each day that goes by. I want to live on a high each day that I've never smoked from I know myself, but I always have this high energy and this high spirit because I never ever let anyone come in my mind space to mess it up. I don't allow that. I am the one who controls this. Yes,
That's
sometimes I will be uncomfortable of because of my experience and the things that happened to me. But it's just for the moment. I'm not carrying it with me. I'm not taking it over there tomorrow. I won't. I'm leaving it behind.
real talk. That's the one piece of advice I can always give to everybody. Put that stuff down, man. Why you carrying that?
You understand? I'm not taking it with me. I'm leaving it behind.
That rock is too heavy to be carrying around, and it weighs down the spirit, man. And a lot of people don't understand that stuff that they wake up to it, they go to sleep to it, and then they wake right back up to it. I mean, like, when are you going to start living your life? When are you going to start performing for you? And a lot
Yeah,
of people, that's why we
yeah,
look up to artists. That's why we look up to musicians, especially performers. We love going out there and watching y'all perform because we can see how y'all put y'all spirit into it, y'all put y'all all into it. Matter of fact, what has been your most spiritually awakened or your most spiritually moving performance so far?
oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, that's a tough one. Let me tell you something, right, my brother. When I'm performing, I put my heart and soul in it, right? And that's one of the reasons why I don't like to perform certain music because it makes me feel some sort of way. Like I want to cry. Sometimes I do cry. Sometimes I can't help myself. When I sing song like "Hello World," when I sing song like "Sad Faces," when I sing song like "I Give You Thanks." So let me say this to you. Last night I was my birthday last night, right? It was my birthday and I was celebrating my birthday and so forth. So we were just having fun, and I ended up started to perform, and there are certain songs that I have to sing like something like 4 times, 3 times, you know, because of the kind of vibration that it gives not just me, but also who is watching and who is listening to me. And when they request the song for me to sing it again, I have to like sing it again. So it's like I can't pinpoint out one of my um most standout moment because for me, all I can remember when I perform, the moments them it grows to a higher dimension at all times. But it always have this thing where I just want to break down and cry. Not because I'm feeling sad, because I'm feeling joyful, you know? Not because I'm feeling joyful, but I'm feeling sad because of what is taking place out there. And the things that I cannot, I wish I could help sometimes. I wish I could do certain things sometimes. But the greatest thing is that music is a thing that it transcends. It is powerful in its own right. So once it go out there, I'm sure that other people are listening and other people will take some messages from it in a great and positive way. You
Definitely.
know, so for that, I mean, I give thanks. I give thanks. I'm happy that I am in music. I'm happy that I am blessed with this kind of vocal cards. I'm in this kind of talent to eventually express myself out there to the wider audience. You know what I mean? And I'm looking forward to really and truly get even to a higher space in life where music is concerned, so I can really and truly minister to the ones them out there through my music in a positive light.
Yes, beautiful right there. When you minister, what do you think? What message do you feel the world most needs to hear right now in this day and age?
I've always tell people this, even when I speak on my life, find your purpose in life. Know your purpose in life. Because every soul out there have a purpose in life. Know who you are. Know what you're all about. Love yourself. Respect yourself. No matter what is going on out there in life, don't give up on yourself. No matter what life has taken you through, never give up on yourself. Always try to find a way to really and truly move yourself from this point to this point in life. So you use life as a stepping stone. So each day that goes by, you're trying to build your portfolio to a higher dimension, you know? Because the moment you give up on yourself, that's the moment you fail yourself. You don't fail nobody else but yourself. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So I would tell each and every one out there, find your purpose and walk in your purpose and walk with your head high. Be positive. Always look for the unexpected in life. It can't hurt as much as when you're not looking for it. Because sometimes the unexpected can really and truly bore hole through you.
Right.
But when you're looking for the unexpected in life, it will never hurt as much as when you're not looking for it.
Hmm.
See the good in people before you see the bad in people. You know? If you can't do good, don't do it any at all. Because one of the greatest things in life is when you do good for someone and you can put a smile on someone's face. It's one of the most awesome feelings
Yeah.
ever.
Yes, it is.
So I can tell you this that my experience in life, just do good. You know? Sometimes you don't feel like it. But nevertheless, never let up on yourself as well. Because yourself come first. Always put yourself first. Always love yourself and respect yourself so you can respect others and love others.
Yes. And that's beautifully said. Beautifully said. And looking at your legacy, looking at your career, I can see that you took your own advice and you never gave up. That when you envision your whole legacy, like what impact do you want Ross O'Neilly to leave on the culture?
I mean, the impact is just know that all things are possible. Just know that you can become the head cornerstone of life. Sometimes in life, the race is not for the swift, but it's who can endure it to the end. They always said that the sky is the limit, but I don't work with that. I said beyond the sky because you never know what is beyond the sky. You will never know what is await you for the future of life. But guess what? Don't work just hard alone, but work smart because that is what's gonna help you to grow. Because what I learned about life is that there's a lot of people out there that they work so hard every single day of their life, but they never see anything at all that they work for. Everything gone to strength. they can never ever really and truly earn enough. Even they work two and three jobs, they just can't make ends meet the right and proper way. So my message to you all out there, Radio Land people on Bass Radio, is to make sure that whatever you're doing out there, make sure that you do it the right and proper way. In terms of just don't work hard, but work smart. You know, find your own niche because sometimes you may be doing certain things and you get caught up in it because it's a survival mode. You know what I mean? And by the time you look 5 years, 10 years past, 20 years past, and you're still at the same place. You know what I mean? Take a look. Sometimes you have to sometimes you have to take a step back to move forward in faith, to move higher. And that's the reality of life. My advice is to always make sure that you know what you want out of life. Make sure you have a goal set in your life. Even though sometimes it's not what you plan sometimes really work out. You know what I mean? It don't work out the way how you wanted it. But never let up. Never give up. Never give in. Just know that all the impossible can become possible. But it's how you approach it, how you dissect it, how you look at it, how you view it, how you handle it. That's gonna make the difference of life.
Hmm.
That is
Yes.
what's gonna make the difference of
Yes, sir.
life. You know?
Beautiful. Oh my God. Beautiful, wonderful interview. Ras Oneilly, everybody. Man, and you just had your birthday party yesterday, man. Do you want to give a shout out to everybody that was there yesterday?
Of course, of course, of course. I wanna take the time out to big up my brother, Precious, Sean. You know, he's a very good friend of mine. I know him for like 30 years now. You know, whenever time I call on him, he's always there. He's always real and truly. You know what I mean? I want to big up Luca Kirk. If you all know Luca Kirk, you'll know that Luca Kirk is a great and awesome singer, right? You know what I mean? Yes, Luca Kirk is one of the most awesome human being you can ever find. You know, sometimes we lick heads together because everybody sometimes we have our own way how we deal with things. But at the end of the day, respect never we never lose respect for each other. You know what I mean? Because that's how family sometimes we disagree to agree at times. But he's a very great human being, and I really and truly thank him for really and truly turn out. You know what I mean? I want to say a big respect to Million Dollar Vice. This is a great DJ as well. He can spin music, yo. Trust me, he's a great DJ. I hope that one of these days you can really and truly hire him on your radio program because he's a very good host. Yes, I
Oh,
want
we're
to
gonna
big
be
him up.
yeah, we definitely gonna be looking into that.
Yeah, Million Dollar Vice, very good host. You know what I mean? I want to big up Andrew, Mickey. You know, these people are close friend of mine. Johnny Lyon. You know, these people are not just a friend of mine, but also a family of mine. You know, and for that I really and truly respect and love them because, like a brother, because they're always been there for me. You know what I mean? So I want to shout out, you know, the respect, and also I want to shout out D, yes, Dahlia. I want to shout out big respect, love always, love, 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 love always. You know what I mean? And just to the rest of because I can't I'm not gonna even because if I should name out everybody, I mean I'm not gonna stop. I'll know till tomorrow. I still name out people, but just to name a few, you know what I mean? Just to let you all know that hey, guess what? I really and truly appreciate everyone that really and truly call me up, that really and truly wish me happy birthday. My kids them, I really and truly love them and respect them. And I just want to say big respect to each and every one. You know, it's a good and a great vibration. You know what I mean? To have these people in my life. It is always good to have positive people around you. I must tell you.
Yes, it's definitely a blessing having positive people because they keep you. It's infectious. Positive and negative is infectious. So it's
Keep you
definitely you
grounded.
want
They keep you grounded. And motivated.
exactly right. I mean, if you don't, you're gonna be depressed all the time. Don't nobody got time for all that.
No, no.
So
So it's a joy.
yes. So tell me, what's in the future? What's in the future plans? We got any shows? We got any new music coming out? What we got going on?
I'm looking some shows right now. You know what I mean? I'm looking for some shows from now going into next year and beyond. You know what I mean? We have some songs coming out. I just matter of fact, yesterday I was supposed to do a music video for a song they call Rhythm of the Night, but I have to cancel it. So I'm doing it sometime next week, Wednesday. Very, very nice song. I think I sent it to you as well.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
a new song. And I have a couple other songs coming out for this year, which is December here, and December and going back into what you call it now, 2026. And also I want to I want to last but not least, I want to big up my. You know what I mean? Which is Wani. Yes, I want to big him up. You know what I mean? I really and truly want to big him up because he left all the way from Kingston, come over to Portmore. Major Wani. I want to big him up because I respect that. You know what I mean? Yes. So big respect to Major Wani. You know.
Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ras Oneilly, man. Big ups to you for coming on here to Reggae Hour on B.O.S.S Radio. Your music is phenomenal. We're going to be playing Rhythm of the Night as soon as this interview is over with. So if you listening on here right now, make sure you stay tuned for that because we finna get alive in just a moment with some great music from Ras Oneilly. You feel me? And if you ain't already found them on social media, definitely go find them. You can find them on social media, there's Facebook, Instagram, and you can show some love. Hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button, go on YouTube, find them. We're going to have all the links in the show notes. So just go ahead and hit those URLs on your favorite streaming service, whether it's Spotify, iHeart, iTunes, Google Podcasts, Apple Pod, whatever your music streaming service is. Find them, Ras Oneilly. Hit that URL down below and hit that subscribe button
That's
right now, boy.
yes. So that's Rasoneill. That's Rasoneill. That's the Ras Oneilly. And you can find me on all digital platforms. You name it, of your choice. You know what I mean? I am on all social media platform as well, from the TikTok, you name it, YouTube, iTunes, not iTunes, but yes, I am on iTunes, but iTunes is a digital platform. I'm talking about the social media platform. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, you name it. So you can find me on all those platforms by the name Rast O'Neilly. And I just want to say thank you so much for having me. It's really and truly awesome. You know what I mean? I really enjoy the full jam myself. Mr. Great E. You know what I mean? Thank you
Yes,
so much.
sir.
And thank you so much for really and truly taking the time out to really and truly have me on your program and Bass Radio. You know what I mean? It's really and truly a pleasure being here. Yes, and more, of course, more. Oh my word. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much for really and truly introduce me to this great man right here.
Hey. And you know
Yeah,
what? The reason why we exist is because of great musicians like yourself. So keep putting out that great music. So I got a job over here. You feel me?
yes, yes. And to all the listeners, them, man, respect and love. You know what I mean? And if you're not subscribed to Ras Oneilly as yet, please do so. You know, I really and truly appreciate love it. You know,
Yes,
respect and aspect to each and everyone. If you can't do good, don't do it none at all.
that's
See,
what's up.
love
Oh,
is lovely and war is ugly. Always
yeah.
remember that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Blessed love family, give thanks for sharing this moment with the soulful vibrations of Ras Oneilly, man. A man on a mission to uplift, inspire, and unite the world through reggae music. The journey doesn't end here, it only grows stronger. If the spirit touched you today, follow Ras Oneilly on your favorite streaming platforms: Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, Deezer, Amazon Music, wherever you listen, he's there, bringing truth and melody to your soul. And link with him on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube for daily vibes, live moments, and all the energy behind the music. Hit that follow button and stay connected to the movement. Thank you all once again, and make sure you join the Reggae Hour family, the global home of roots, culture, lovers rock, and rising reggae stars. Follow Reggae Hour on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube for exclusive interviews, conscious conversations, and fresh new talent from all around the world. Add us on your favorite streaming app so the vibes can reach you anytime, anywhere. Share the message, forward the music, and lift the vibration worldwide. Visit reggaehour.com and keep the connection alive. Love, unity, and reggae forever. Ras Oneilly, it was a blessing.
Blessing, my brother. Blessing, blessing. Give thanks once again. Peace and love it. You know what I mean? One
Yeah.
love, one heart, one destiny. Blessing.
Hey, this is Ras Oneilly representing for Mr. E on Reggae Hour Podcast. Bass Radio.